Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with your same module, that is employability and the professional development, and the same PDF, that is the employability skills, that is the attitude and the attribute. In the last class we have covered the we can say the starting of the employability skills, that is what are the various attitude and what are the various attribute that is used in the employability skills. So let's start with the previous class session, what we have covered in the last class, then move to today's session. That is what are the various employability skills that is required in the higher education, that is required as the attitude or the attribute for the employability skills. So in the last class we have started with the employability skills, that is what is the employability and what are the various attitudes and the attribute that is required in the employability skills. So first is the introduction, that is the introduction of this. So the introduction says the employability market, that is the employability market is now changing, rapidly changing with the global competitions, that is also available with the global competition, and new technology and the new enhancement will be used or will be increased pressure to perform. So whatever the new performances, whatever the new preferences that is used to perform the new preferences. 21st century graduates need to demonstrate to the employers that they respond or that they can respond to the requirement of a diverse and dynamic workplace. So whatever the workplace, whatever the dynamic movement that could be taken place, that could be allows the employer so that they can be respond to the requirement of a diverse and the dynamic workplace. That is a 21st graduate or 21st century graduate persons. And in the current climate, a degree is no longer enough, and in order to graduate, or in order for the graduate to remain competitive, so in order for the graduate to remain competitive in the environment, they need to have acquired and be able to demonstrate the keys or key employability skills that will complete their academic achievement. So whatever the academic achievement, whatever the role that will be used, that will be used as employability skill that will complete their academic achievement, that will complete their task. So this is the introduction that says the employability market is going or growing rapidly or changing with the global market, and the new technology can be increased, that will be increased to perform the specified action, and the 21st century graduates must be or needs to demonstrate to the employers so that they can respond to the requirement of the diverse and the dynamic workplace. And in the current climate, a degree is no longer enough. In order for the graduate to remain competitive, they need to be or they need to have acquired and be able to demonstrate the key employability skill that is required in the that will require for the academic achievement, or the requirements. That is the employability skill, that is the attitude and the attribute. Then in the next paragraph it says the graduate recruiters are looking for the graduate who can articulate and provide evidence of employability skills both from the academic as well as the extracurricular experience. So graduates or the recruiters needs a graduate who is expert in the academic also, and who are expert in the co-curricular activities, that is extracurricular activities experience also, such as the work experience, volunteering, internship, and laser interest. So these are the various terms that the graduate recruiters or that the recruiter needs from the graduates. So employability focus on enhancing the academic, personal, and the professional development. That is both we can increase, or with the use of employability that can increase both the academic, professional and the personal development. That is both the increasing the academic development, both the personal development and the professional development. That is enhancing both the terms or all the three terms, that is academic, personal, and the professional development of the learners to meet the changing needs of the employers, economy, and the society. So whatever the need of the employer, whatever the need of the economy, whatever the need of the society, they can be, we can say, we can increase, or we can say that will enhance both the requirement, both the development of the learners, that should be or that must be academic, that must be a personal, that must be a professional. And over the last 20 years, definition of the employability has shifted from the demand-led skills set towards a more holistic view of the graduate attribute. That is, employers not only need the graduate, but they also need the graduate who have employability skills, as well as the co-curricular activities or the extracurricular activity that is also required, that will help to increase the personal and the professional as well as the academic development of the learners to meet the changing needs of the employers. And a widely accepted definition that we studied in the last class is the of the employability is the set of the achievements that is skills, understanding, and the personal attribute that makes the graduate more likely to gain the employment. So that is a there are multiple, we can say, the criteria, we can say the skills, understanding, and the personal attribute that is required, that is a set of the achievement that makes the graduate or that make graduate more likely to gain the employment. So that makes the graduate more likely to gain the employment and be successful in their chosen occupation, which benefit themselves, the workforce, community, and the economy. So that is the employability, that is a set of the achievement that is taken place, or that is a different skills, understanding, and the personal attribute that is required for an organization, that is required within graduate for the organization to gain the employment. That is a set of achievement, that is a skill, attitude, and the personal attributes that makes a graduate more likely to gain the employment and be successful in their chosen occupation. Which benefits themselves, the workforce, community, and the economy. So that benefits the workforce as well as the community as well as the economy. That is a set of the achievement, that is a, we can say, the accepted definition of the employability, that is a part of the employability. So this is a employability is a set of the achievements, that is the skills, understanding, and the personal attribute that makes the graduate more likely to gain the employment. That is, if the person have a, or the graduate have a understanding of the skills, understanding of the achievement, understanding of the, we can say, the personal attribute, so he or she is more likely to gain the employment and be successful in their chosen environment or the chosen occupation. That is, a graduate can gain the employment that is used to for the successful chosen occupation that benefits themselves, that is used for the workforce, that is also used for the community and the economy. For example, if you are working somewhere, right, and I taught you the employability skills topic or the module as well as the C programming as well as the Java programming. So you have the academic skill, you have the personal skills, you have the personal attributes as well as the understanding of the employability skills. So that makes you, that is a graduate, that makes you to gain the employment and be successful in their chosen occupation. Suppose you are working in some management field, and I taught you about the IT, that is the internet information technology. So that makes you gaining the employment in their chosen occupation that benefits themselves, the workforce, community, and the economy. How it works, or how it benefit for the workforce, because you are working somewhere that makes you suitable for that work, that is a workforce. Community, that is, we can say, the organization or the community by which we can the employers can gain the target, that is the community. And the economy, and when the graduate works for the more than 1 hour, or we can say that they are doing the part-time, full-time job, so that increases the economy, that increases the, we can say, the cost or the benefit that is available in the employability. And beyond this, Bristol recognizes the importance of career management skills as well as the evidencing the skills, attitude, and the attribute that is developed throughout a university degree. That is developed throughout the university degree. That is very important to be a part of the, we can say, the giving the strong CV, giving the strong resume, that is the completion of the application form, that is also used as a personal specification, an effective interview technique, understanding of the political and the economic issues, that is the mobile workforce, or we can say the organization phase, and a continued reflection and the review via personal development planning. That is the importance of the career management skills, that is also a part of the evidencing the skills, attitude, and the attribute that is developed throughout a university degree. And two-fifths of the bosses, that is most of the, we can say, the employers wanted to get an understanding of the personal quality. So they have a personal quality among the graduate, among the student, that is used for the both the now and in the future. And one-fifth also said that the candidates with volunteering or community work on their CV go straight to the top of the interview part. That is, they go straight to the interview term, they go straight to their CV that is developed with the voluntary or the community technique. And the study also, we can say, that delve further into demand of the soft skills, that also gives a strong ethic, commitment, communication skills, and the teamwork, that are the various traits for the managers that is look out for the most. That is the employability skill that every manager wants. Now next is the DLHE, that is a destination of leavers from higher education, that is a survey that takes place in every year. So this survey takes place in every year, that is a part of the survey that makes a strong trend in the importance of the networking skills. So employers should also have a, we can say, the capability, we can say, the knowledge of the networking skills, because you are working in some organization and there are some network that makes or there are some, we can say, the challenges that is faced by the various employees, various colleagues. There will be a networking skill that is also available with the employer, that is also available with the graduate, that makes a professional contact to the source employment. That is also a part of the employability skills. And the effective use of social media, that has also become important and increasingly used by the employers for the recruitment process. So when we use the social media, that also becomes an important part in increasing the employability for the recruitment purposes. So that is used for the recruitment purpose, that is used for the employability skill, that is seen as a shortened expression for a range of the complex activities. Now, what are the various parts of the, or what are the various, we can say, the expression that is used as employability skills? So first one is subject specialization. So there should be a subject specialization. Suppose I am expert in IT field. So I taught you IT, that is a employability skill, C, C++, Java. That is subject specialization. Then the generic employability skills. So that is we can say the common skills that is required for the employability, common skills that the employee needs or that the employer wants. That is the generic employability skills. Then the range of the attitude and the attribute that is identified as important to the manager. So there are multiple attributes, there are multiple attitude that is required, that is identifying, that is important to the employers. That is also one of the employability skills that is required in terms of the skills, in terms of the attitude, in terms of the attribute. Then the work experience or the employment. So there should be a, we can say, the minimum of the 1 year experience, that is a work experience or the employment. So the person is if working somewhere, that is we can say the good for the graduate who are seeking the knowledge, who are good for interview, that is a work experience or the employment. Then the career management skills, that also includes a CV, which strongly markets the individual completing the application form to a specific or to a person specification, proactive use of the social media, interview techniques, and the personal development planning. So there should be a that is the next, we can say, the skill, that is the career management skills, that including a CV that strongly markets the individual completing the application forms to a person specification, proactive use of the social media, interview techniques, and the personal development planning. The next is the ability to review and reflect and build on all of the above. So there will be ability to review and build on the concept that is used for the employability skills. So these are the various, we can say, the employability skill, that is a part of the skill, attitude, and the attribute, that is also used as a shortened expression of the term. That is also, we can say, that these are the various skills that must be required within or that is very, we can say, the important for a person, that is required within a person, that is employability skills. That is a subject specialization, that is a generic employability skills. Then the range of the attitude and the attribute that is identifies as important to the employers. Then the work experience of the employment, the career management skills, and the ability to review and reflect and build on all of the above. So these are the various skills and the attitude that is required for an employability skill, that is required to reflect and build on the all of the above. Now next is the employability skills, that is the attitude and the attributes. So after carrying out a range of the research from the employers and various studies. So after carrying out various studies, the University of the Bolton or University of the Bolton has listed the top 10 skills that is required, that is a attitude, that is a attribute that can or that it can feel or that it feels every student should acquire throughout their time here at the university. So that is required as a, we can say, the core skills, attitude, and the attribute that is required for the student, that should acquire throughout their time here at the university. So whatever the time, whatever the university that is required, that is used for the student, that is required by every student, that should acquire throughout the at the university. That is a, these are the skills that is required throughout the university, or we can say that throughout the university time that is available at the university time. That is a various attitude and the attribute that makes a student, that feels a student, that should acquire their time here at the university. Now what are the skills that is required in the University of the Bolton? First is the communication. There should be a teamwork. So there should be a communication among the employees. There should be communication among the, we can say, the organization. That is the employability skill, or that is the skills. That is the communication. Then teamwork. Then application of numeracy. That is the next part, that is application of numeracy. So we can also use a numeric part, that is application of numeracy. Then organization and the time management, that is the next part, that is a proper, we can say, the time management within the organization. Then problem solving, that is the next part, that is also the skill that is required, that is the problem solving skill. So the problem can easily be solved, that is the problem solving. Then flexibility and the adaptability, that is the next part, that there should be a, or that is one of the skill that is required, that the flexibility. So the person should be flexible among the various jobs. For example, you are working in some MNC as a teacher, now you got a offer, and you are promoted to the senior manager at the MNC company. So that is a, we can say that is also the flexibility. You can go for from the teacher, or go from the teaching profile to the manager, senior manager profile in the company. That is the flexibility and the adaptability. Then there should be action planning, then there will be a self-awareness, then there should be a personal impact and the confidence. So these are the various skills that is required. One is the communication, one is the teamwork, then the application of the numeracy, then organization and the time management, then there should be a proper or problem solving, then the flexibility and the adaptability. So there should be a flexibility, this is also the skill. And adaptability, so that is, adaptability means we can take the updation or adaptation that is required within an organization. Then there should be action planning, then the self-awareness, that is the self-awareness, then the personal impact and the confidence. So these are the various, and these are the various skill that is required at the university of the, we can say, the University of Bolton of the university. And the last one is the initiative. So these are the various 10 skills that is required at the university, that is, we can say, that is carried out by each and every student at the University of the Bolton. An employer also guide other key attributes such as the commercial awareness, leadership and IT as equally important. That is, employers can also cite other key attribute that is required, that is, other key attributes that is required, such as the commercial awareness, leadership and ICT or IT as being equally important. So these are the various attributes that is required. And this should be viewed as an introduction to the employability skills. So this should be viewed as a, what are the various, we can say the introduction to the employability skills, and a fully and the comprehensive self-assessment checklist, embracing a much wider list of the employability skills, attribute and attitude that is available from the organization, that is available within the organization. So there is a comprehensive self-assessment checklist that also embracing a much wider list of employability skills, attribute and the attitude that is available from the careers team. That is the introduction to the employability skills. And this can be used as a working document. That is, employability skills can also be used as a working document and used for the action planning or the development, for the development throughout your undergraduate studies. So that employability skills can also be used as a self-awareness checklist. So there should be a self-awareness checklist that is also available with a wider list of the employability skills, attribute and the attitude that is available from the careers team. And employability skills can also be used as a working document and can be used for the action planning, for the development throughout your undergraduate studies. So that is, the employers can also cite the other key attributes such as the commercial awareness, such as the leadership and the IT as a, we can say the IT as a, we can say the part of the IT manager, that is a part of the, that is equally important. And this can be used as a working document and used for the action planning for development throughout your undergraduate studies. Now this is, what are the various employability skills that is acquired or that is required, that contains the various attitude and the attribute. Now next is developing the employability skills, attitudes and the attribute. That is, how to develop the employability skills, what are the employability skills, and how to develop the attitude and the attribute among the employees, that is developing employability skills, attitudes and the attributes. So first is through the academic study, that is developing the employability skills, attitude and the attributes through the academic study. So there are various concepts, we can say there are various terms by which we can develop our employability skills, that is the attitude and the attribute, how we develop them. So first is through the academic study. So with the use of the academic part, we can also develop our employability skills, that is the attitude and the attributes. The first part is through the academic study. So it is important for you to plan the development of your employability skills early on your course. So it is important for the development of the employability skill that is required, that is available in your course, and understand that the learning process you are undertaking as a part of the degree has value in other contexts. So whatever the content you are studying, that is also a part of the academic study, that is also a part of the academic employability skill that is available in your course. A small minority of students will be undertaking their studies purely on the learn, but with changes to current fee resigns. A senior minority of students that is available, that is a group of the student that is available, that is undertaking their studies purely to learn. So they undertake their studies to learn, but with changes to current fee resigns. Research suggests that the majority of students come to university to enhance their career and the job prospect. So they are not that the students are coming only for the studying purpose. No, they are also coming for the to the university to enhance their career and the job prospect. That is the next part. So this is the first part, that is how to develop the employability skills, attitude and the attribute, that is through the academic study. That is the first part. So the learning process holds many opportunities. So there are multiple opportunities that is also used to enhance your skills, and your tutors should make explicit clear links to the employability skills, attitudes and the attributes and career management in the learning outcomes. So whatever the opportunity that is used to taken to the enhance the skills, and your tutor should make, or your we can say the teacher should make explicit clear links to the employability skills, attitude, attribute and the career management in the learning outcomes. That is a new opportunity that is available with the learning skills. And there should be opportunity to participate in the CDA, that is the career planning activities, and also opportunity to construct so one is the participate in the career planning activities, one is opportunity to construct a personal development plan. So there should be a planning, that is a career planning activities, one is a PDP, that is a personal development plan. And reviewing your progress is an important part, essential part of developing your employability. That is for whatever the program reflection, whatever the review of the program, that is essential part of developing your employability. And during your studies, you will have many opportunities to enhance your employability skills, such as writing assignment, report in the dissertations, and taking part in presentations, discussing and debating, and understanding the life brief. So these are the various, we can say, the opportunity skills or the employability skills that is available that have opportunity to enhance the employability skills. Now, what are the various opportunities that is available, such as the writing assignment, such as the report and the dissertations, such as the taking part in the presentation, then discussing and the debating, and understanding the life brief. So these are the various undertaking that is available with the that is used with the employability skills. So that is a PDP, that is a personal development planning, that is also used, and that is a review and the progress on reflecting and reviewing your progress. That is one of the important part. That is also essential part of developing your employability. That is how to reflect and what are the various reviews. That is reflecting and the reviewing your progress is an essential part of developing your employability. And during your studies, you will have many opportunities to enhance your employability skills. So during the studies, there will be more, or we can say the more and more opportunities that is available, that is used to enhance their employability skills, such as writing assignments, reports and discussion, taking part in the presentation, discussing and the debating, the understanding life briefs. Then recording your skills and the achievements and reflecting on what you have learned. that is how to record what are the various skills and the achievement, and how to reflect on what you have learned, that will help to develop your own self knowledge and provides a bank of evidence that you can relay to an employer at the application and the interview stage. That is a self achievement, that is the skills and the achievement that will reflect on what you have learned and how you develop your self knowledge. That is a record your skills and the achievement. That is also the one of the part that is available, that is through the academic study. So this is developing the academic or developing the employability skills through the academic study. That is the first part. Now next is through the work experience. So when developing the skills through the academic study, next is through the work experience. So why not you think about gaining some work experience by understanding a placement on the internship or securing a part-time job? So why not think about gaining such work experience, such as for example I am working somewhere, I am also gaining the work experience, that is a part-time work experience, or securing a part-time job, that is a securing a placement or the internship or securing a part-time job. So getting some real work experience is essential for you to develop your skills. So getting some real work experiences. So while you are working somewhere, you also get the work experience, that is getting the real work experience that is essential for you to develop your skills, and you can also check out a potential industry that you are interested in. That is what is the potential industry, or we can say in which field you are expertise, that is a potential industry or potential industry that you are interested in. So you should consider the skills that you are interested in developing the further, that is developing in the further delays, and then chosen an appropriate context from which to gain that experience. That is the skills that is required, that is used in the developing the further, and then choose an appropriate context from which to gain that experience. That is through the work experience, that is gaining the, we can say, the developing the employability skills through the work experience. Then work experience is really important even if you are employed in a shop or working in a bar. So that is a work experience that is really, we can say, the important, that is really equal even if you are employed in a shop or in a bar. So if you are working in a bar, that is also one of the work experience that you are gaining. If you are working in a shop, that is also a different work experience that you are gaining. And if you are working as a sweeper or a peon, that is a different work experience that you are gaining. So every, that may be a small work, that may be a big work, that may be a managerial role, that may be a peon work, any role, that may be a different, or there may be a different work experience, and that develop the employability skills among the employees. That is a different work experience among the different employees that are employed in a shop, that are working in a bar, or there are transferable skills that you can draw upon customer service, or such as the customer service, communication skills, numeracy, time management, flexibility, etc. So there are multiple transferable skills that is also a part that you can draw upon, such as the customer service, communication skills, numeracy, that is a numeracy, that is a content that will be available, that is also used as a part of the content, that is also a part of the document that is occupied, that have a multiple skills that you are interested in developing the further, and then choose the appropriate context for which you are gaining. And there are multiple transferable skills that is also available, that is also a part of the customer service, that is also a part of the communication skills, numeracy, time management, flexibility, etc. Now the next is through the extracurricular activity, or the extracurricular activity. So one is through the academic studies, one is through the work experience, one is through the extracurricular activity, that is the next part. So during the application process, it is important that you can articulate all the skills that you have gained, and not just those from the work or the study. So during the application process, it is important that you are working in the skills, or you can articulate all the skills. Articulate means you can gather all the skills that you have gained, and not just those from work or the study. That is articulate all every skill and every skill that you are gaining, and not just only the skills or the work that you are teaching. You may have been involved in a student society or the club, or held a position of the responsibility within university. So you can also get the, we can say, the job, you can also get the knowledge, or you can also get the position such as the society or student society or the club, or held a position of responsibility within the university, such as student representative or the student ambassador. So that is also a student society club that is also holding a position of the responsibility, that is also undertaken as a student representative or the student ambassador, that is through the extracurricular activities. That is the next part. So many students acquires a range of marketable skills from undertaking the voluntary work. So many students also gather or also acquire a range of the marketable skills from undertaking the voluntary work. And it is important to record this as evidence of the voluntary work that is increasingly cited as being important to the employer. So every employer can get the voluntary work that is very important to being a part of the, or that is a part or important to the employer. That is also a part of the employability, that is also a part of the, we can say, the skill that is required in the employability. And you can have fun, help others, make friends for the life, and get experience by becoming a volunteer during your time at the time or University of the Bolton. So you can make the fun at the workplace, you can also make the friends, you can also get the greater work experience, that is also become a volunteer during your time at the University of the Bolton. And the university has a long tradition of working with the local voluntary groups and the charities. In the Bolton University, students are known throughout the area for their commitment and the enthusiasm. So there should be a proper commitment and the enthusiasm among the people, that is the university people, that is the Bolton University students. And there is a wide range of different opportunities from the sports to the community or the environmental volunteering. That is also a part of the initiative that is also used from the anti-bullying project in the primary schools to painting a center for the homeless to beach the cleaning at the free tour. So this is just we can say the answer that is used. This is just we can say the explanation that is used. That is also getting the content that is also getting the content that is also used as the employability skill, that is also used as the content of the employability skill. So university has a dedicated volunteer coordinator that helps the student match the student with opportunities and provide the support and the training. So university has a dedicated voluntary coordinator that is also have a matching student with opportunities, provide the support and the training. This is one of the side that is used. This is we can develop the activity, or we can develop the employability skills through the academic study, through the extracurriculum activities, or through the work experience. Now next is how to understanding and articulating the employability skills, attitude, articulating employability skills, attitude, and the attribute. So understanding and articulating the employability skills, attitude, and the development. The next is understanding and articulating the employability, attitude, and the attribute. That is what how to understand and articulate the employability, attitude, and the attribute that is available in the employability skills. So it is important for the student to become the self-aware and the recognize their skills. So it is important for the student to become the or become self-aware. That is, they become the self-aware. They need a qualification, clarification that is used to. So there will be update that will be used to recognize the content, that will be recognize the various skills that is used, and they also need to develop the confidence to market their skills effectively when the time comes to apply for the job. So that is building the confidence, building the self-awareness that is available for the job, that is used to recognize the skill, that is used to develop the confidence to market the skills effectively when the time comes to apply for a job. And it is not enough to say that these employability skills, attitude and the attribute, you need to provide evidence via CV application forms. And the starting point in applying for the employability opportunities is to have a comprehensive personal employability skill profile. And this is a table that shows how to develop the skills. First of all, there is a description. This is the example skill. This is the example evidence. So first is the communication and the literacy. What is the description? That is a set of the skills that allows an individual to convey information so that it is received and understood. So what are the various skills that is received or that allows an individual to convey the information? So what are the various, we can say, the skill that is required to convey the information that is used so that it can be received or it is received and understood. That is a description. That is a set of the skill that allows an individual to convey the information. Then next is the example skills. What are the various example of the communication and the literacy? That is presenting the information in various formats, then motivating and encouraging the others, then questioning, then ability to relate to a wide range of people, then ability to articulate, listening, giving and accepting the criticism, then persuading and negotiating. So these are the various example skills that is used for the communication and the literacy. So these are the various skills that allows an individual to convey the information so that it is received and understood. Then persuading and the negotiating, then using appropriate body language, then ability to construct coherent arguments and articulate ideas clearly to a range of the different audience. So that is also the next example. That is also a description that requires a set of the skills that requires an or that allows an individual to convey the information so that it is received and understood. The next is the example evidences, that is how to present these skills. So that is a presentation of the work and the ideas in a seminar group, discussion and the debates, presentation of the research, understanding a peer mentoring role. So these are the various, we can say, the communication and the literacy role. The next is the team working, that is the next part. So the process of interacting and working collaboratively with a group of the people, that is a team working in order to achieve a goal. For example, we as a in a company to work as a team, work in a team to achieve the goal, that is a team working. So that is a contributing idea, then working with a confidence, then taking a share of responsibility, then being assertive, showing leadership, then supporting the others, then flexibility, then analysis of a problem or the task. So these are the various team working role that will be used, that is used for the work in a team to achieve a goal. Then group work activities, that is a part of the degree subject, then getting involved in volunteering projects or the community activities, then the Duke of the Edinburgh Award scheme. So these are the various, we can say, the examples of the we can say the examples of the program evidence or the example evidence that is used as a skills that is used for the team working or the team developing to achieve a goal. Then the personal impact and the confidence, that is the next part, that there should be a personal impact and the confidence, that is the attitude that allows a positive and the realistic perception of ourselves and our ability. That is there should be a positive impact, there should be a positive, we can say, the impression among the student or among the employees. So there should be a positive attitude among the people to achieve the target goal. So an attitude that allows a positive and the realistic perception of ourselves and our abilities. Now what are the various examples? That is the ability to accurately assess and own capabilities, that is the ability to accurately assess the capabilities that is required, then displaying a sense of control, then positive attitude to do work, then expression of the view. So these are the various we can say the examples by which we can gain the positive impact and the confidence. So first is the ability to accurately assess own capabilities, then positive attitude to the work, then the expressions of the views, then ability to seek advice and the support, then ability to establish the boundaries, and awareness of the growth, progress and the achievement, acting as a role model, displaying the innovation. So these are the various examples of the personal impact and the confidence. Then these are the various examples. Then attend a workshop to develop the self-esteem and the confidence. So attend a workshop that is used to develop the self-awareness. So that means there are multiple seminars that is conducted that is used to develop the self-awareness and the confidence. Then managing a group task or the work project, that is the next part, that is managing the group task that is available for the work project. Then signing up as a peer mentor. Then being engaged as a student ambassador. So work as a, or we can say engaged as a student ambassador. So that will impact, or that will provide the impact on the personal confidence and the impact. Then having a clear personal development plan and a clear career direction. Then understanding some voluntary work. So these are the various examples of the personal impact and the confidence. Then ability to take risk is also one of the part of the personal impact and the confidence. Next is the organization and the team management. That is how to manage the, we can say how to manage the team management, or how to work in a team. That is how to organize and manage the team. That is the organization and the team management, or the time management. So working in a methodical manner, prioritizing and using the time management, carrying out the task effectively for either yourself or for your team. So working in a manner, or working in a precise manner, prioritize the work and use the time management, carrying out the task that is used for the effectively using the task that is used for yourself on your team. That is organization and the time management. So working in a methodological manner, prioritizing and using the time management, then carrying out the task that is used for the effectively for either yourself or your team. Now what are the various examples? That is setting up the clear, achievable and the measurable goals, then reviewing the progress, then assigning the priorities, then working to the deadline. So these are the various time management techniques, organization and the time management technique example that is carried out. Then working to the deadlines, that is there should be a proper deadline, that is working to the deadlines. Then incorporating time management techniques, then developing process and the procedure. So there should be a procedure and the process that is developed, that is used to, or that is helped to manage the time, that is the organization and the time management. Then maintaining documentation and the record keeping. So maintaining the documentation, that is maintain the document that will help for the time management and organization, that is maintaining the documentation and the record keeping. Then attention to the detail, that is there should be a proper attention that will give to the detail, that is attention to the detail. These are the various we can say the examples of the organization and the time management. Now next, right hand side, that gives the various example evidences, that is how we can achieve, or how we can be able to achieve the example, that is the target. So first is running a home, managing bills and budget. That is one of the best example of the time management of the organization. At your home, how to manage your bills, how to manage the budget. For example, your electricity bill carried out at the 5,000 for the 2 months, for example. So don't go beyond the 5,000, or we can say don't go below the 5,000. Don't, we can say, cutting up the light. No, that is not the main thing. So running a home, managing the bill. Running a home means, we can say, running the home, that is a role of the housewife, that run the home very very well, manage the bills and the budgets. Then balancing the academic demands with extracurricular activities, that is how to balance the academic demands. That is academic demands mean the academic facility that is available with the extracurricular activities. Then compiling a study plan, that is compile a study plan, that is a study plan that is used to manage the time, that is used to manage the organization and the time management. Then producing a timeline or the Gantt chart, that is a Gantt chart or the PERT chart, a very important chart that shows the milestones, what you have covered and what you are trying to cover. That is providing a timeline or the Gantt chart for a specific task or the work-based project. Then organizing an event, putting into the place plans for the responsibilities, outcomes, budgets, etc. That is how to organize, or that is organize the event in a proper manner, putting out the plans for the responsibilities, outcomes, budgets, etc. Then organizing or developing a new filing system for storing the data. That is also develop a system, also develop one of the system that is used to store the data and the information. That is organizing or developing a system or the new filing system for the storing the data and the information. Then organizing a gap year. Also organize a gap year, that is also used for the organization and the time management. Now next is the applications of numeracy, that is the next part, that is how to achieve this target. This I am going to take in the next class, that is in the tomorrow's class. So that's all for today's session. In the tomorrow's class, I'm taking your next topic, that is the application of numeracy. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye. Now if there is any doubt, any clarification, you can ask the doubts from me. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.